I saw this shortly before work and it pissed me off. I am sick and tired of you fucking niggas that play college football wanting money for doing fucking nothing. The fact that you are going to be in a college football game in itself is a blessing. You want to get into an actual football game and make some actual money, get to the pro leagues. Know what I'm saying? I think they are paying you what, like $500 each. Obviously, I that's just the rumor on the block. I don't truly know, but I know you're getting paid for it. Like, why the fuck are you boycotting the game? This is the reason why we lost NCAA Football 14 right now, because of greed like this. And it's fucking stupid to me that time and time again, greed gets in the way of some people's favorite video games, you know? It says College Football Players Association organizing boycott of 2024 EA Sports video game. I do not care. Even though I'm mad, I do not care that these guys are boycotting. If we have to get generated names anyways, then fine, fuck it. Like I'm in what 2042 of my USC dynasty. All my names are generated. Like, I don't care anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be nice if we could have the updated rosters, which I'm sure somebody will make, you know, when the game comes out. But if I have to do generated names, then I have to do generated names. Justin, I'm going to butcher that, helped build one of the top college football programs of the 2010s. Clemson starting center for 2 years, left with 2 national titles, but securing the program's success left him wanting a piece of revenue he generated. Meanwhile, head coach Dabo Swinney benefited. He signed a $150 million contract over 10 seasons in 2022. The NCAA installing its interim NIL policy in 2021 was viewed by many as a victory. For the first time in college sports history, athletes were turning a profit. Last month, EA Sports announced players will be paid for the NIL to be used for college football video game, which slated for its return in 2024, which I cannot wait for. Cannot wait. EA has contracted one team partners to facilitate college athletes' likeness. A source told is it On3 the cash pool for athletes was in the $5 million neighborhood, which would pay out to be $500 per player. Okay, so I was right earlier. It is about $500 per player. So if you get $500 just for playing college when there's NIL, what the fuck do you need out? Like, why do you need more money? You know what I'm saying? If you want to get paid for your name and likeliness more, get to fucking Madden. Get to the leagues, which is obviously easier said than done. Know what I'm saying? But it's greedy and stupid in my opinion. Sporticio has also reported there are no royalties. You know, good, don't care. For what's this guy's first name? Justin. For Justin, who is the vice president of College Football Players Association, that does not fly. The organization tried to establish the first chapter at Penn State last summer, and the CFBPA is now urging athletes to boycott the game, with hope that EA will reconsider its payout to athletes. Once again, you guys are stupid. If you guys are going to boycott the game, then we will replace you with a random, not we, but EA will replace you with a randomly generated character, and you just won't be in the game. And you'll just, it sucks to suck, my nigga. All current players should boycott this deal. It's an opt-in deal. I'll keep reading before I give my two-piece. It's an opt-in deal, and they should not opt into it. It's just ridiculously low amount of money, Justin told On3. Given the context and the hype that surrounds this game, when we first heard the number, we're like, all right, that sounds low. Let's figure out if it's low. And we started talking to guys, talked to some of my friends, some of the guys who are still playing in the NFL. So what are the NFL players getting paid for Madden? And the numbers we were given from 2019, it was disclosed that they got, I think it was about 17,000. And then a current NFL player told us about a check he got for 28,000 this year for Madden. All right, a couple things here. It's an opt-in deal. You opt in or you're out. If you opt out, you will be placed by a random generated character. No fucking money for you. Sucks to suck. The reason why the NFL players are getting paid more is because the NFL games are so heavily monetized that's how you get how's how you say it? That's how you get yourself into the game. That's why there's so much money into Madden Ultimate Team, and that's why the Madden games are so continuously shitty, because they make so much money off of Madden Ultimate Team that they don't have to fucking fix the franchise mode, because their money is not in franchise mode. So we just get stuck with the dog shit, which is why I haven't bought Madden, I want to say in 4 years, because it's garbage, you know? And there's no way college football has that much money for a game that's been gone for 10 years, you know? So there's no way you're going to get $17,000 on a game that's basically almost a new IP. Obviously, it's not a new IP, but it's been so long since the last game. You're not getting between $17,000 and $28,000. Like, fucking grow up, dude. You should not participate in this. It is a simple cash grab to try to get you the lowest amount possible. And the 1T partners and all these organizations that don't really represent the player's best interests. You're in a video game. What more interest do you need? You get money for appearing in a video game, and that is it. What more interest do you need? Like, what else are you trying to lobby for? Like, getting $17,000 for a game that's been gone for 10 years is unrealistic. You're just being greedy. And if you were good enough to get in the NFL, obviously it is darn near impossible to get in the NFL. But if you're good enough to get in the NFL, you'll be getting that NFL money. So I truly don't understand it. And I know enough people are going to opt in. Like, I know for sure. There's a lot of people that love NCAA football. And even if people don't opt in, the community is so strong, we will make you into the fucking game. So either you will be legally put into the game, or we will illegally put you into the fucking game. It's your decision, my nigga. I'm sorry, I'm getting passionate. The College Football Players Association has openly jockeyed for independent Medicare and post-football health protection for athletes in the last year, which I can agree. The independent medical care, that would be fucking nice. Speaking as a guy who's been hurt quite often playing football, the organization would also like to be at the table representing players if revenue sharing is ever a possibility. It has the view that it should negotiate group licensing deals too, with the best interest of athletes in mind. But for the time being, some of the folks on athletes' rights have switched to the EA Sports college football game. Justin and the CFBA founder, Jason Stahl, told On3 they've already been in touch with athletes about not handing over their NIL rights to EA in exchange for a payout. These players can instead lead an effort to boycott the game. If a couple thousand players boycott the game, like I said, you will be legally put into the game or illegally put into the game. It is your decision. Justin and Stahl are urging players to join the association with the belief an organized effort could create some change. Neither disclose what the ideal number would be when Ed O'Bannon, fuck this guy. I hope he's suffering somewhere. Case was settled in 2016. About 29,000 players who appeared in the college football and basketball video games were paid out an average of $12,000. Wow, all that for $12,000. That's a fucking minimum wage paycheck right there. I'm so glad you guys got that for putting your bodies on the line for 16 games. If you guys make it that far. So, I'm sorry, not 16. I'm thinking professional. What, 13, 12, 11, 10? So I'm glad you guys made a minimum wage paycheck for destroying your bodies for entertainment. I'm so glad that happened to you guys. We really think this could be a unifying effort because it is such a clear target and clearly a bad deal, who is now a data insight analyst based out of Baltimore. For the top athletes, it's expected they will be able to sign one-off marketing deals to promote the video game. Those endorsement deals can make up any dollars lost from a $500 payout to the opt-in video game. Some of the major players could also have a leverage to quietly approach one-team partners and strike a one-off deal with the help of their agent. So I'm guessing, I know they said, there was a report that said previous players from the previous year, I think just this past last year, not any year before that, could opt in to be in the game. So what maybe Bryce Young could be like, yo, if you guys really want to put me in that video game, pay me $4K. Know what I'm saying? I mean, he's on that rookie contract, so I know he's making bank. And I think he was the number 1 overall pick this year, so he's got money. I mean, who knows? But like, maybe if somebody really wants to be in the video game, like someone just super dynamic. I don't know who won the Heisman last year. Who won the Heisman last year? Damn. Oh, Caleb Williams, yeah. He'll be in the game regardless. I don't know, but like, maybe someone from previous years. For the 99% of players opting into the deal makes sense. On3 founder CEO Shannon Terry said of the EA Sports game. For so long, players not able to receive a dollar for having their image and likeness, that's the word, likeness, used. The $500 can go a long way and is a bonus because the real value is being in a video game for generations. That's how I see it. For some athletes like Drake May and Caleb Williams, holding up could add up because their value to the game is obviously greater than $500. I mean, I guess I don't care because I will not be playing the teams they are respectively on when the game comes out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm currently playing a USC Dynasty right now, but that's just because I got bored of playing the same old teams in the same old conference, so I switched it up, but I am not looking, that's not going to be the first team that I choose in NCAA football, so I don't give a fuck if these two niggas aren't in the game, you know what I'm saying? If they want to be in the game, then who cares? That's up for them to decide what is important to them. The last time EA Sports, also, I know these niggas are making hella money from NIL, so yeah. The last time the EA Sports video game hit the shelves was in 2013, which is, like I said, 10 years ago. Roughly 1.5 million copies were sold since then. were sold. Oh, since then, the gaming industry has seen significant growth and interest. Esports leagues have been started. Twitch has become an extremely popular live streaming service thanks to video game. The Madden franchise is estimated to generate 60 million in annual revenue, which is why they can pay these niggas fucking 28k to be in the video game, because you're making 60 million a year off these fucking idiots playing Madden Ultimate Team. Let's see. Jeffries analyst Alex told Barron's in 2020. On3's Andy spoke with multiple FPS players last week at the NIL Summit. One of the most interesting takeaways with the athletes were already having internal locker room conversations about the video game and possible holdouts. There's almost a consensus that $500 is too little for the game's top stars, and don't be in the game. That's all I gotta say. Yes, I can definitely see that. Kansas's all Big 12 second team quarterback Jalen Daniels said. I could definitely see it, especially with the highest college football players that are in the nation right now. If they're getting paid as somebody who a lot of people really don't know of, then they're the most known person in college football. I can definitely see their agents saying, all right, what's going on here? EA Sports is exporting the players. During his time in Clemson, jokes he was somebody, I'm not going to pronounce that name, jokes he was used by many as a gamer. He made a list or two for his prowess, and he still plays video games to this day. I don't think he does, because you would understand. Know what I'm saying? It's one of the reasons, along with his playing experience, why he's so passionate about how the cash is dispersed from the upcoming video game. He knows that while EA may only offer $500, the company will continue to profit from microtransactions after the frenzy to purchase the video game. That's how it was back then, and that's how it's going to be now. You know what I'm saying? And you guys don't have to be in the game, so. On-team partners will give the athletes an opportunity to negotiate for a more fair wage. What's this guy's name? Josh? Something like that. Use these payouts to just the latest exploitation of athletes. I am excited for the new college football game. Obviously you're not, fucking lion-ass nigga. I know how much people love it and how much hype there has been, he said. It's exciting. We're now to the point to where you can create group licensing deals for college football players to create this game. I think that's a huge milestone. It's such a huge milestone. Greedy scumbags like you are trying to prevent that from happening. But like I said this many, many times today, either opt in and legally have yourself put in the game, or opt out, where niggas like me will put you in the game. But as soon as you get below the surface, it's a bad deal. It's another one of those things that seem to be a pattern in college football. Like, oh, there's one thing that's happening that sounds great, but then you dig into it and you're like, all right, maybe a step in the right direction, but it's still just exploiting the players. I don't see it as exploiting the players. Like, I find it to be an honor that you're playing, that you're going to be in EA football. I have something I've always wanted to be in, but I was never good enough to get in that D1 football. And also, when I was in college, I wasn't when I was in college, there was no NCAA football anymore. The game actually stopped being produced when I was in high school. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter. I can see both sides of the coin, but I think most people find this extremely stupid, and I've seen a lot of comments saying we really don't care, like we'll play with random generated names. Like, as long as the schools, I think the real big thing is having the schools into the actual game. If the schools are in the game, we're chilling. Like, we really don't need the college football players, and they need to realize that.